Welcome back. My name is Nino with Keller Williams Realty, and today we're going to go ahead and continue our conversation about making a transition from your current home to the next home. On the prior video, I explained to you the process of actually buying your next home first and then focusing on the sale of your home. Now, I understand that not everybody wants to go that route. So today we're going to go ahead and talk about the transition from your current home to your next home if you need to sell your current home first. Just like the last video, the first thing you need to do is have a conversation with your lender. You want to find out what kind of rate you're going to get, the terms of the loan that they're going to offer you before you decide to list your current home. A common question I get is, should I sell my current home first before I start looking for my next property? Now, there's a couple of things that you want to consider if you want to go down that path. The great thing about doing that is that you're not going to be pressured into finding the ideal home as your current home is on the market. So it gives you a little bit more wiggle room and alleviates that tension. A couple of things for you to consider if you're going down that path is, where will you live in between your current home and the next home that you're going to buy? For some people, they will actually stay with friends or family. Some people will do a short-term lease, or some people will actually stay at a hotel so that they can go ahead and have some buffer time as they make the transition from one home to the next. The other option that you have is to do a leaseback. Now, what is a leaseback? If you actually go down the path of getting a leaseback on your home, it means that once you officially close on your current home, you will become a tenant in the home that you currently own, which means that the buyer will become your landlord. Now, typically, it'll be a time frame about a couple of weeks or maybe as long as 3 months. So that'll give you a lot of time. The only thing is that not all buyers are willing to do a leaseback. If you decide to do a leaseback, you want to make sure that you update your insurance agent and let them know that they should cancel the homeowner's insurance and start a renter's policy for you. So that way you make sure you have the appropriate coverage as you extend your stay in that home. Some people will prefer to make that transition as seamless as possible, and they don't want to do anything where they have to move twice. So basically, in order for you to turn that into a reality, we have to close on the same date. So in the ideal world, we would close, say, at 10 in the morning on your current home, and then at noon, we can close on your new home. At that point, you would have everything packed and out of your home that morning and into your next home in the afternoon. Now, that isn't a perfect world. And the thing is this, that there's a lot of moving parts, and in order to make that happen, it takes a lot of focus and a lot of discipline. And not only that, we also have to rely on a lot of other people doing their job in order for it to happen as planned. One thing that is crucial for you to ensure that you do when you submit an offer as your home is currently listed is to actually make an offer with a contingency, because this is going to protect you from the event that your home doesn't sell prior to you having to close on the new home. So basically, you would make an offer to a seller, letting them know that in order for you to buy that property, you first need to sell your home. Now, it's not a very attractive offer, but there are some sellers that are willing to work with you so that you can go ahead and make that transition as easy as possible for you and for your family. I always advise my clients that if they're going that route, you always have to be planning for the worst. Meaning that in the event that something gets delayed for a couple of days, you want to have a plan B. So start thinking about that, discuss it amongst yourself so that way you know what route you're going to take in the event that there's some delays on the closing of either your current home or the new home. Should you wait and list your home until you actually find the home that you're going to move to? Well, in theory, it sounds like a great idea, but that is a very common mistake that a lot of buyers make. So what happens is this. Let's say you decide, I do not want to list my home right now. I want to wait until I find the next home. I don't want to end up homeless in between the transition. So we wait, and then we finally come across a home that meets all the criteria that you're looking for. and we go see it and you want to make an offer. The issue is this: you're going to be submitting a contingency offer, yet we can't show the owner that your home is currently on the market. So they don't even know how much you're going to list it for. They don't know the condition of the home because they can't see any pictures because nothing is ready. So therefore what happens is a lot of times buyers will lose a great home because they are not prepared. Basing it on my experience, what I would recommend is that you actually list your home first. So that way, in the event that we come across a home that meets all your criteria, you can actually have a chance of getting it under contract and making sure that nobody else beats you to it. Now, there's a lot more information to consider as we're going through the process of making that transition. And I would encourage you, if you are in the Austin metro area, reach out to me. I'd love to help you out and point you in the right direction and make sure that the decisions that you're gonna make are gonna be the best for you and your family. Thank you for watching my video, and I'm sure this information is helpful for you to go ahead and take on this new step of making that transition. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help. Take care and have a great day.